Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Belinda's Babies, where we create, we love, we collect, and we celebrate every season of life.
Now today's video is a little bit different, and the reason why it's different is I want to talk about maybe Halloween, but also maybe alternative dolls, they call them. What do you think? I think there's a group of people who just love them. I think there's a group of people who think they're okay. They're not into that type of artwork, and they like some of them, and some of them they don't, depends if they consider them evil or not. And I think there's a crowd of people who actually think they're horrific to collect, that there's evil surrounding them, and that it's best just to stick to realistic dolls. It's all what kind of artwork you like. So what kind of artwork do you like? Do you care? Some people actually only have alternative dolls, and they love it. Love it. So let's get to the video. So guys, basically I feel that there is a few different types of alternative dolls, and this would be considered an alternative manufactured doll that I got from Temu and AliExpress. It's a little alien baby. I view these dolls as fun in a way, but sit them on the shelf. I'm not into changing them, putting different clothes on them and stuff like that. I tend to only want to do that with more realistic looking dolls. There's also dolls that people love to have from movies or shows. Oh my goodness, I'm losing me to this baby. This baby was gifted to me by Ren, and I absolutely love this little emo. Oh my goodness. Anyway, if you know what I'm trying to say, you know what I'm trying to say. This is a little baby that I've loved, that I set up my shelf. Do I change the clothes often and that kind of stuff? No. I consider this baby more of a show doll that I sit on the shelf. It actually has Behringer limbs and an Ewok head. That's what I meant to say. An Ewok. Some people will say it's a cat head. I think it looks like an Ewok myself, and I think that is what she was going for when she created these babies. Some people like to collect these dolls, and this, as you know, is Guru. I need help. I need to have the names up before I try to talk. You know, the Star Wars fella. This is this baby. And actually, I got this baby gifted to me from Ren also. And she got the feet and the hands. And I believe she got these from Etsy. She put the body on. And this head came from, the dolls that you could buy like this. This is Yaddle. Yaddle loves to yaddle. Yaddle loves to yaddle. I know Yaddle. Yeah, Yaddle's a yaddler. But I have her sitting on my shelf. I don't change her very much. She's more like a decorative doll. Everybody looks at these dolls a little different. The dolls, when I say is alternative, is any doll that doesn't look like a Reborn doll. I think that's the way people kind of define an alternative doll. I also have a doll I've been creating for a little while, the Wicked Witch of the West from the movie Wicked. I've been creating her. I have a very red sort of devil type doll that I'm not really caring for that much, that created a while ago, to which I probably will pull out and sell. I have, what else do I have in my collection? I have some other dolls that are in my collection. I'd love to have an alternative doll, like a little pig. I have a fawn baby, a couple of fawn babies. One is for sale. They were kits that I put together from Bountiful Baby. And some people just absolutely love this type of alternative art. We call it alternative art because it's a Reborn doll, but made in a different way, alternative. So what do you think, guys? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because this is not a judgment place. This is a place that everybody loves, creates, collects, plays with, shows off, does whatever they want with their dolls, right? I mean, in a way, you can have like, I love the chimpanzees and the little gorilla babies. I'd like to get one of those someday. Maybe I'll create one for myself. There was one that was going around the internet. It was like an albino white. I seen it in reels and stuff. Oh my gosh. It was beautiful. A silicone baby. I think I'll follow that gal. She creates some beautiful dolls. And she had a white sort of gorilla type doll. Oh gosh, I wonder if I could find it and put it up here. Anyway, there's so many different alternative dolls. But in actuality, my favorite babies to collect are the realistic art dolls, and that's why I'm doing an overhaul and selling some of my dolls. A lot of my dolls, actually. So I can create some dolls for myself, especially sculpts that I want to have in my collection. So I think that this time of year was an appropriate time of year to just kind of show some dolls. As you can see, some of them coming up on the screen here. These are just different dolls I found while looking on the internet. I took some screenshots. I'm not going to go into saying whose channels they're from and this sort of thing, but they're just different alternatives, zombie dolls, different dolls that were made to represent something from a movie, but a lot of it is horror based. A lot of it is, there's a gal that I recently started following, and I think most of her dolls are horror based. She loves creating stories around her dolls. And like I said, everybody collects, loves, and they're just different. Everybody's different when it comes to what they love to collect and create. And that's what I love about this Reborn doll world, or this collecting world, because really it's a doll collecting world, but a lot of us collect stuffed animals too. So we have stuffies, or stuffies like my daughter would say, and we have those as collectible things. And so those are lots of fun. I can just think of some of them now. My daughter loves jelly cats. I have my weighted pig that I love. I have some of my some ETs from my 80s growing up. And so yeah, we all have different ways to collect. So I don't feel that there's any judgment. I just feel it's whatever works for you. I do feel this time of year you see a lot more on the dolly channels showing these type of dolls. It doesn't have to be a certain time of year, but this time of year I think you do see a lot more of alternative dolls or alternative creatures out there. Some people will create fangs and horns and different things made out of clay to add to a Reborn dolls. I wonder what Reborn doll sculptors think of that. They probably really don't care as long as they see their sculpt out and about. And what can they do? They're selling their sculpt. You can do whatever you want with the sculpt once you get it, because that is when your creation starts. If you are someone who paints any kind of doll, that is what, and some people out there would say,
well, that's not really a Reborn doll artist.
You know what? An art is anything that you create. And I thought about it because I've seen some videos over and over, and people say,
all these people that come out of the woodwork and they think they're Reborn doll artists and they've only done a few dolls. Well,
okay, they are artists. Anything that you create is art. You don't have to buy it. It might not be high-end art, but it is art. And for a few videos back, I think I spoke and I said, maybe I shouldn't consider myself an artist because I haven't been doing it for very long. I really need to get that. But you know what? You're putting paint on something. Is that not art? Your little kid thinks it's art. When they draw something, you could buy like alternative. Is it alternative art, or what kind of art do they say where it's just a pile of color? Some people would look at that and say that's not art at all. And other people would say, oh my gosh, I love that type of art.
I'm not really sure what I'm thinking of. Some people take clip art and put a bunch of clip art together, throw paint on it. That's art.
Everybody's version of art is different, and it doesn't really matter because who gives a rat's ass? As long as you love what you collect, that's all that matters. And if you're loving what you're creating, that's all that matters, right? And so, personally, myself, I love creating, and I can't wait until I start creating some more babies for myself and for others. I'm looking around here and I'm seeing some kits that I want to put together and that I want to create, and some kits that I'm stripping and redoing. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to jump on here and just show a couple of my dolls in lieu of Halloween coming up and wear my pink wig. And there's someone, I think it's Sandra. Sandra, you know Sandra out there. She feels that when I wear this pink wig, I should have a glass of wine. I don't really have a glass of wine, though. I have this mug sitting here. This came from a beautiful friend of mine. But, oh, I didn't realize they had all these soothers in here. Look at all these different soothers. Oh, what do I got in here? Soothers, little bracelets, little hair clips. You just never know. Oh, you just never know what you're going to find in a cup like this. But it's a beautiful soup cup. But I use it, obviously, as a storage place. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize this is glass. This is perfect for a cup of tea. Gosh, if I start using this on a regular basis with my luck, I'd probably break it. It's really nice, though. Anderson County. Anyway, thanks once again, guys, for watching. And be true to you. You always have a choice. I'm like, what do I say? You always have a choice. And you can tell I don't have a script up because I'm trying to think of my opening and my closing.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Thanks, everyone, for taking your time out of your day to spend with me, a little bit of your time to spend with me. And have a fantastic day. Have a fantastic week. This is Monday. Yes, it's Monday. As I prepare for my son's birthday on Wednesday. And I'm just going to stick this back here. And so, yeah, have a great week. Thanks for watching. And don't forget, guys, I do have a membership out there if you'd like to join my channel membership. It's not about excluding videos. It's about seeing a video earlier, having some posts that are just exclusive, I guess. And, you know, some, I'm going to do lives, but I'm also, when I start to build up more of a membership, I'm going to do lives with just members. That way we eliminate all that other stuff that floats in there nowadays on Reborn Doll Lives. You know what I'm talking about. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.